Vanessa, also known as FitCannabisGirl. This is he's my trainer, and today we're just gonna kind of go over the things that we're gonna be doing here on this channel, which all relate to cannabis, fitness, and nutrition. So I think I guess do you want me to just kind of go into my story first while you're getting your stuff set up? So
do it.
Okie dokie. So, my name is Janessa, for those who don't know. With cannabis, fitness, and nutrition, I lost 100 pounds, worked myself out of a wheelchair, and got off over 20 pharmaceutical prescription medications. I have something called Ehlers-Danlos syndrome, and Ehlers-Danlos syndrome is a connective tissue disease that affects your collagen. And your collagen is like the glue that holds your body together. It keeps your body, your structure strong and tight. And with loose collagen, I had injuries all over my entire body. I would sublocate, dislocate, hyperextend at first, but then sublocating and dislocating, and that just causes a lot of trauma throughout your entire body. And at one point, I was being held together by bracing, and I was had a loaner wheelchair dropped off at my house. They were building my custom wheelchair and taking my measurements, and I was having doctors tell me that this is my life and this is my future and what it's going to be. So being a little disheartened with that, and finding out that my daughter also was diagnosed. Unfortunately, Ehlers-Danlos is a genetic disease, and so because of that, I knew I had to find another way to fight this illness. So I remembered using cannabis in high school, and I remember it making me kind of feel better, but I hadn't used it on a regular basis in many years at this point. And so I started using cannabis, and all of a sudden I could get through my fitness regimen. I could stay consistent with my fitness. I could come back every day and build that muscle, where before I was taking 150 milligrams of oxycodone, 90 milligrams of morphine a day, legally prescribed. And I was obese. I had no quality of life, and it just wasn't a good life. So with, like I said, with my daughter being diagnosed, I just had to change what was really going on in my life. So brought in that cannabis. I started being able to be consistent. I changed my diet, and everything in my life started to change. And then I eventually moved to Colorado. And I opened a gym called Break the Stigma Fitness, and we did cannabis-friendly group fitness. So after that, just this past summer, there are some things that happened in Colorado and just the politics around cannabis. Unfortunately, I've written some blogs, and if you guys are interested, definitely please check out my website, FitCannabisGirl.com, where you can learn and read all about, what really happened out there. But since that, I have moved to Oregon and am having an amazing time, and I'm just really excited because I connected with my friend Mike, and he is a personal trainer and owner of Better, Stronger, Faster Fitness here in Eugene, and he's amazing, and he has his own personal journey that he has fought tooth and nail to get here himself. So I have a great deal of respect for him and think he's just amazing, and I'm just really excited to make this all happen and show you guys kind of my new journey back to wellness and share all that with you guys. So on that, I think I'm going to hand it over to Mike and let him kind of explain to you guys his story, and then we'll kind of get into like a fitness assessment and do a little fitness. So yeah.
Cool, thank you.
Yeah, absolutely.
My name is Mike Welch, and I am the owner of Better, Stronger, Faster Fitness. And I, too, kind of have a little bit of a story. I basically used to do a lot of computer work, and I moved here with a company that did disaster recovery, and so I was in a really, really high-stress job, and thank you.
Yep.
I was in a really high-stress job, and basically it got to a point where I was pretty sick and obese. I was creeping up near 270, I think, and yeah. And I got laid off from that job, and I had moved here from Florida, so I didn't know anybody. I didn't have a social network really, and when I got laid off from my job, like all of my social network went away, and I went into a depressive spiral. I've always kind of fought with mental health issues and stuff like that, depression and anxiety and stuff like that. And so I ended up going into a depressive spiral, and I gained a whole bunch of weight, and I had a bunch of personal stuff going on in my life, and I basically came to the conclusion that if I didn't start moving more, I was gonna just explode into just explode. Like the stress and everything that was going on was too much. So I started moving as much as I could to try to cope with stress initially, and realized I couldn't even run to the end of the block. It was pretty bad. And so I really just tried to start moving as much as I could, and I learned about a race that was real popular at the time. It was called Warrior Dash. It's an obstacle course race, and I heard about that and really got inspired to be able to do that. It looked like it was a lot of fun, and so that was really what started me on my journey.
You wanted to be able to do the Warrior Dash?
I want to be able to do Warrior Dash.
Yeah, I want to be able to do Warrior Dash.
Warrior Dash is so much fun. I've done a few of them now.
Oh, that sounds like a lot of fun.
But basically, that's kind of what got me started running, and then from running, I started lifting weights and things like that. I went back to school for renewable energy, actually.
Okay.
And part of the program, the renewable energy program, I needed a physical fitness credit.
Okay.
And so I started.
So that one physical fitness credit launched your career.
Yeah, I started lifting weight, and I got to the point where it felt as good or maybe even better than the running.
Yeah.
And I was like, I need to do this for the rest of my life, probably every day.
Yeah.
And why should I not get, why don't I get paid for doing something that I love? Like,
Right.
that makes sense, right?
Oh, so you that's awesome.
So I decided to go back to school, and I lost a whole bunch of weight in the process myself, depending on how I'm doing and whatever else is going on. I'm 70 to 80 pounds down most of the time.
That's amazing. Yes.
Yeah. And a lot of...
And you're doing what you're happy to be doing. I think it's called your Ikigai, or Ikigai, where you're happy, like you're helping people and doing like the thing that makes you happiest.
That makes you happiest, and there's like a Venn diagram.
Yes,
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about.
I know what you're talking about, exactly.
It's so special when you're able to like chase your passions and your dreams, to be able to like truly seek that out and do what makes you happy.
Absolutely, yeah. It doesn't feel like work.
Right.
And that's really, I think, the secret to happiness is doing something that really makes you feel that sort of jazzed every day.
Yeah, and helping people, I think, is, it's really rewarding to see so much positive change in other people's lives, and you can help inspire that. It's a really cool thing.
Totally. And that's really kind of how I got started with fitness. And then as far as cannabis is concerned, I mean, I was just a recreational user from way back, back in Florida, where it wasn't even legal. As I've watched cannabis, as I moved here, like, it was still not legal recreationally when I came here. I was fortunate enough to be able to go get a medical marijuana card to deal with like pain and migraines and all kinds of stuff like that, and sleep disorder. And so I got my medical card, and once it became legal, I mean, I think it makes sense to look at it as a valid form of medicine.
It absolutely is a valid form of medicine, and in my opinion, it's a superfood and should be a part of everybody's nutrition.
Word. I think that maybe not everybody, there are people with addiction issues and things like that, but
I think you can still get endocannabinoids into your body through CBD and other, full spectrum ways that may not cause that quote-unquote high that maybe people might be afraid of, but you can still balance your endocannabinoid system out, which is really important. And maybe that's a word that not too many of you guys know, but I promise as the show goes on, I'll explain. I'll have shows about the endocannabinoid system and how cannabis truly works within your body, but that's not today's show. We'll get there soon though.
So I think that it's a really good thing for us to start talking about it in the fitness world.
I agree.
There's definitely not
just CBD, but
not just
all,
CBD, but
all
cannabis,
cannabinoids.
marijuana, whatever you want to say. I think that it's demonized. There's a stigma, like you said, and
but it can truly help, right?
Totally help. And even here in Oregon, where it's completely recreationally legal and has been medical marijuana forever, there's still a stigma where you're a stoner and you're lazy and
you don't do those active things, right? And that's shenanigans.
And that's complete bullshit.
Yeah, for me, I take cannabis before my workouts. It really gets me in the mood. It really gets me excited, and in that zone, and I can just push through longer, harder, and stronger after my dabs. And I dab throughout my workouts, and really use cannabis as even a reward system. It helps, you know, an anti-inflammatory. It helps muscle recovery. All an array of things, you guys. Cannabis is truly medicinal. So yeah, I'm excited. We'll get there. We'll get there as far as getting into the nitty gritty of all that. But again, today we're going to be going through a fitness assessment and checking out where I'm at, because unfortunately, with what kind of happened with Break the Stigma Fitness, my mental health and what was going on with me wasn't in the best of places, and I kind of had to take a step back from things and kind of reassess things, and that's why I'm here now and on Twitch, because you know, if I don't have a facility to kind of help educate and share how you can use cannabis in your fitness regimen and facilitate that in an actual facility, well, we can do it from home, and that's not a problem. I can do that. So we kind of just switch things up a little bit here, and we're going to be doing this in this fashion. So I'm excited to be here, you guys. Thanks for coming to check me out, check Mike out, and see what we have going on.
And we're going to be streaming on both Twitch, and I'm also running a YouTube live stream right now as well.
Yes.
My Twitch stream is not cooperating today, but normally I'll also be streaming on Twitch when we do our show.
And he's Better, Stronger, Faster Fitness on Facebook and Instagram. So you guys, please go and support his pages as well, especially because his stream is not up today. And mine as well are all FitCannabisGirl, at FitCannabisGirl on Facebook and Instagram as well. So.
And on Twitch, I'm Better, Stronger, Faster Mike.
Yeah. So he still has his profile up there. Definitely go give him some love. But I think now we're going to get into my assessment.
Yeah,
Does that sound good?
That's a great idea.
Yeah, I'm a little scared because, like I said, you guys, I've been back working out myself here these last couple weeks, but bringing in a trainer and kind of taking into consideration my Ehlers-Danlos lows, I'm really excited to be here and be at this point working with Mike. So we're gonna go through these questions. I don't even know what he's gonna ask me, you guys. We haven't even gone through them, so
yeah,
this could be new for you guys and new for me too.
Well, it's fun because this is exactly what I do with a client when they are coming into the gym.
So this is what you can expect.
Yeah, I wanted to really replicate it and kind of show people what they can expect. And yeah, please, prep me some too.
Yes,
actually.
we got.
I wouldn't normally sit and smoke in the gym or do dabs or anything like that, but we're in her house and we're just going with body weight today. We're going to do things that are really, really safe and easy, and so no matter what we're smoking, if it's a little heady or something like that, I'm not even super concerned with that today. But I do want to kind of show everybody what you could expect if you're going to go to a personal trainer, you know, what kind of things they should be asking you. And not all personal trainers are the same. I've been a personal trainer since 2012. I went through a 2-year course at a local community college for exercise and movement science. I kind of specialize in injury prevention and weight loss transformation. I mean, if you go check out my website, you can see my own transformation story. I've got a video up there. It's betterstrongerfasterfitness.com. We're gonna basically just kind of, with the exception of the cannabis going on right now, we're gonna just treat this like it's a normal assessment.
Cool.
So first of all, let's talk a little bit about your goals. I want to know exactly what you think that you're going to get from this experience of working with a personal trainer.
Well, I mean,
or what you're after. What kind of
physically, what I'm after, I would like a 20-pound weight loss and muscle, toning, strengthen. That's about what I've gained in these last through all the stress and whatnot, and so I would just like to feel stronger again. I used to run 5K every day, and well, I would say 5 days a week, but I ran all the time, and now, I'm out of it, my body hurts, and I'm just trying to work back up to that place.
Okay. So the 20 pounds, you came at that number because that's kind of what you said you gained, and so you just want to be sort of back where you were at.
I do. I would like to, where I was most healthy, I think I was about 100 like to be.
Okay. Are there any sports or any physical things that you do right now that you want to improve on? Is there anything that we can train toward?
I would like to be doing, I would like to be running the 5Ks without the pain and the issues. if I can get back to running again without having these issues, that would make my heart so happy.
Okay.
Yeah.
What when you run, you were saying you have pain and issues like that. Is it like knee pain?
Yeah, I do have knee
Primarily?
pain. Yeah, so I've torn both my meniscuses on both sides, and then I have a re-tear of my right meniscus right now. So it's kind of babying that injury a little bit, but you know.
Right is currently torn?
Right is currently re-torn.
Have you had that? Is that MRI?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you actually went to a doctor and they said that
Yeah.
shit's fucked up.
Yeah, I was doing physical therapy in Minnesota for it.
I
before
cuss a
went
lot.
Back out.
Pardon my
I do
French.
too.
You were
it
doing
is.
physical therapy.
Yes, I was doing physical therapy. I've done physical therapy was a huge reason in my recovery, or huge factor in my recovery.
Surgery on both knees?
Yes.
Any other surgeries that I need to know about? Well, any other surgeries at all, please, if you're comfortable.
No, not that. No.
Car accidents, falling off a
Yeah.
horse, hit by a bike, or hit by a
Yeah.
baseball bat, like anything weird like that.
Yeah. So like 3 weeks after I moved to Colorado, I was T-boned in an intersection, and
Oh my God.
yeah, that was pretty brutal.
How long ago?
That was 2.5 years ago. And then there's been some injuries I've had, unfortunately to my body, and other, higher impact injuries and stuff. Like broken tailbone.
Oh, Jesus, okay, that's good to know.
Yeah. I'm trying to think if there's other things that would really, from having Ehlers-Danlos syndrome, you guys, you have very loose, very, very loose joints. So let me explain the disease that I have here real quick. Ehlers-Danlos connective tissue disease that affects your collagen, and when you have that loose collagen, like I said, subluxating, dislocating, and just bone-on-bone grinding. So like I experienced this pain and these issues throughout my entire body. I have spondylosis, I have degenerative disc disease, osteoarthritis, pretty serious bone and pain issues throughout my entire insides, just from that illness. So
Yeah.
I mean, that's to be in consideration.
How would you say overall you're feeling today on a scale of 1 to 10 as far as pain and that sort of thing is concerned?
I think I have an extremely high tolerance for pain. So it's, living with that, it kind of pushes that to extremes. So sometimes I almost think that that's sometimes even a bad thing, because you kind of don't know when to really stop. And I think that can even be some of my problem personally, because I can just push through, So today I would say I'm feeling, I'm feeling pretty good. I mean, I'm not having super, the pain in my knees and stuff. I would say a 7, 8.
7 or an 8
Yeah.
today?
Yeah.
On a scale of 1 to 10?
Feeling good, not pain.
Okay.
Okay, sorry,
Thank
not
you.
pain
Yeah.
scale.
Pain scale.
Pain
is what I
scale,
want.
I would say 4.
Okay.
Yeah.
Would you say that 4 is a pretty average?
I would say 4 is pretty average.
So with pushing through pain, I mean, that's not really something you want to do. I know that that's real big. No pain, no gain, and all that kind of bullshit, right? But really, so for a good personal trainer,
Yeah.
if you said to me, when I do this, I have pain, and it's something that we would be doing on a normal basis, I would refer you out.
Okay.
Yeah. Now, knowing what I do about Ehlers-Danlos, knowing
And
what
you've
I
worked
do,
with
I
patients
have worked
before.
with a client before
Which is
who
great.
had Ehlers-Danlos, and she was a respiratory therapist, so she had a lot of medical
Knowledge.
knowledge and was able to convey a lot of really good information to me
Cool.
about it. So I do feel
That's cool.
confident in being able to help you with a lot of your fitness stuff. I'm not going to refer out because you have had all of this stuff
Yeah.
looked at,
It is
and you're
managed,
and it's you're. I mean, you're not like 12.
Right.
You've dealt with this your whole life
Right.
already, and so I do have a physical therapist that I train on a regular basis, and
Okay.
if anything comes up, I'm going to consult with her.
Cool.
And if I feel like I need to refer you out, I mean, that's the
Yeah.
first thing I'm going to do is send
Cool.
you to somebody else. But typically, when you're dealing with something like that in your movement and there's pain there, a physical or a personal trainer should be telling you, you got to go see somebody before we do anything.
Right.
What we're going to do is just very cautiously monitor how you're doing every time. We're going to be checking in a lot. I'm going to be talking to you all the time. You also will have my number and all sorts of contact methods, so you can always get a hold of me.
I'll be sharing these conversations.
There's a difference. Yeah, totally. There's a difference between pain and soreness.
Yeah.
There's acute, pain is an acute sensation.
Right.
Ow, this hurts. Ow, I've been using this. Ow, oh shit, what did I do to myself the other day? This is going to hurt for a couple days.
A different kind of pain, a different.
You can usually, if you have really good body awareness, and you probably do, you can tell the difference between this is an injury and this will be fine in 2 days when the DOMS. Have you heard the term DOMS?
I don't think I have.
Delayed onset muscle soreness.
Oh, okay.
It's a thing that happens when your body is recovering from a really hard workout, or like you've done something that you're not used to. Like if you go outside right now and dug a trench all the way up and down the sidewalk, you would be sore as shit probably for a solid week.
Okay.
And that is a delayed onset muscle soreness. Like you probably wouldn't feel it right away. You'd be sore and tired maybe that night. But the next day, maybe, or the day after that, you would wake up and feel like you got hit with a ball bat.
Yeah.
Like a truck hit you.
Yeah.
And that's normal.
Is that like normal after a car accident? Then I'm sure.
Yeah, totally. Yeah. I mean, that's a huge trauma.
Yeah.
Think about the amount of trauma.
That's how you.
And your muscles go like this when Like if I hit you like this like if I hit you right now, you're gonna tense up.
Right.
So think about how a car accident is gonna make your whole body like intensely crunch up.
Yeah.
That's part of the reason that you're really sore after something like that. So it's totally normal to be sore after something that is new to your system. The problem with that, talking about being able to talk about this stuff about fitness, the problem with that is a lot of people go, man, I worked out really hard, I don't even feel sore, like what the hell, I didn't do a thing, right?
Yeah.
You don't always want to
be guilty as charged sometimes.
No, totally. I do it too. Like sometimes if I don't feel
sore,
like I know.
I just put in work, man. Yeah. I want to feel that.
Yeah, I mean that's kind of
not pain, but soreness, right?
Yeah. Sometimes.
It
doesn't necessarily mean that you got a good workout.
Okay.
It just means you did something new.
Okay.
It just means you did something that you're not accustomed to. You pushed yourself a little harder. You did a different movement. You can do. But here's the thing: if you do the exact same workout every day for, every day taking the right amount of time off, every day that you work out, 3 times a week, whatever.
If you do that same exercise,
you do that same exercise for 8 weeks, that's when you're going to see progress. You want to stick to basic stuff. And then consistent basics. Consistent and basic. Like Bruce Lee was
body weight often or small,
Bruce Lee was a perfect example of like a really good physical specimen. He knew a lot about the body, and one of the things that I can't remember exactly the quote, but one of the things that he talks about all the time is pare it down to the basics.
Mm-hmm.
If you have too much extraneous shit, it's just complicated for no reason.
I agree.
And I think about that when I'm programming all of my clients' stuff too. Like I want to make sure that I'm giving you exercises that make sense for you.
Yeah.
I'm not just giving you shit to fill up space.
Yeah.
And you could, if you want a workout that you could just do, you can go search that shit up online.
How's that bowl?
Oh man, I haven't even hit that yet. I'm so sorry.
No, you're good. We just ended the conversation. No, it's good. It's good. So you guys, everyone who's hanging out, I really appreciate it. Actually, I wonder if I can pull up and see this conversation.
So anyhow, high pain tolerance is okay.
Oh.
I mean, can be valuable.
Hang on a second. So I just heard pause the video and adjust the sound. I don't know how you get your attention. Dang.
All right. Well, we're still going on YouTube, and we have a viewer on YouTube. Hi, I don't know who you are because you're on my phone. And my laptop is being really dumb. We'll be right back to.
We'll be back, and we'll be start streaming in a second. I'm gonna see what's up. Okay. We'll see. Oh, man.
Let me see if I can pull up YouTube on my laptop and tell what kind of situation we've got with the viewer. So we're having technical difficulties, and she is working on doing something with your volume. What are you trying to do? Maybe just move the laptop closer.
Yeah, we might just be able to do that. I'm trying to see what she said it sounds like. My friend who told me.
Oh, got somebody actively watching who shut
Yep. She's like, you need to adjust the sound.
Word. Thank you.
So, maybe. We'll see.
All right, so potty break. What do you do with a live stream when there's a potty break? Hey, my current live stream. I have one person watching. Okay, I'm getting my YouTube open on my laptop.
So I got word that it's a loud pitch noise the entire time, and you could hear like an echo from double voices.
Oh shit, yo.
Yeah.
You need to.
I think we need to figure this out. Maybe this is maybe just a.
You need to probably turn down the volume on your laptop.
Okay.
You need to. Yeah.
Figure this out. Maybe this is maybe just a.
So, okay. I have YouTube open, so whoever's watching right now, if you want to chat, I'll see it, finally. Janessa is running to the potty real quick. So I'm just going to keep talking about this fitness stuff. So the pain tolerance thing. She says she's got a really high pain tolerance, and I hear that a lot. My clients are always like, yeah, I got a really high pain tolerance, I can take it. Women have higher pain tolerance than men. Did you know that? It's super true. And you have better endurance, too. So that's always something that I take into account. As far as pain tolerance is concerned, though, yeah, you don't want a lot of pain while you're lifting. And obviously, so here, I'm talking generalizations. There are times when pain is awesome. There are times when you do want a lot of pain. There's things that I tell clients to do. There's things that I do in my own sessions that hurt like hell. A perfect example of a time that you want a lot of pain is like occlusion training, and that's a thing that bodybuilders do a lot of times where they'll wrap a band around their arm and block the blood flow and then pump all of the blood that's in that arm, for instance, and that forces blood into the muscle. And that's a perfectly good example of a time that you're going to train and you want that shit to hurt. Like, it is going to hurt. Another time that is a really good example is like farmer carries or things like that, where you're just carrying really, really heavy weight or lifting really, really heavy weight. Sometimes it's gonna hurt. But there is definitely a difference between pain and soreness, and if you have good body awareness, you should really kind of be able to pick that out. And if that's a foreign concept to you, maybe we'll start talking about that. Body awareness is really important in I think it's called body awareness in yoga. In bodybuilding, we call it mind-muscle connection. There's all kinds of different ways to talk about it. It's the same concept, though, pretty much. How you doing? Is that working?
Well, so this voice or whatever, or my sound was down like to 3.
It was down to 3?
Yeah.
Well, shit,
and
yo.
so like I honestly don't know. So we just got word from our Twitch. We're streaming on Twitch as well. We just got word that there's some loud pitch noises and loud noises from there. So if you guys are experiencing that on YouTube as well, maybe just leave a comment in to let us know. That would be super appreciative. I would really, really, really appreciate that.
Yeah, I have my YouTube stream is currently running, and my YouTube channel is Better, Stronger, Faster Fitness. So if you are watching and you can't hear us, hang on, we could just write it down too. Yeah. So.
Oh, yep. Here we go. Do you guys hear the feedback? Ouch. Need to fix the sound.
Oh,
Shit.
bummer. We got to get that condenser microphone.
Yep. Yep.
All right. So currently having sound issues. I'm just going to keep talking while she's fiddling with this.
I mean, I don't know what we should. I don't know that we can fix the sound without that condenser mic today.
Yeah.
What do you want to? I mean,
try streaming from your phone.
Okay.
On Twitch.
Okay.
She's going to go ahead and shut down her Twitch stream and try streaming Twitch from her phone, and hopefully we will be.
I feel
a little
like
bit better off.
I feel like maybe we should just be like try to do it all from the beginning, because like people are gonna be able to watch these videos, you know,
Yeah,
and I would
that's
like
true.
to have like if the whole fun of it.
Well, we're still going on.
Yeah,
YouTube,
yeah, no,
so,
I know.
So
that's
kill
right.
it.
Okay.
If you want to kill it, we'll do it later.
We'll
do it live.
Well, do you want me to kill that one, or are you talking about
Kill
this?
Twitch.
Yeah,
'Cause
Twitch
YouTube is
killed.
working as far as I know.
Twitch is killed.
Nobody said anything about YouTube not working, and I have 2 people watching. So.
Okay. Yeah.
So yeah, pain tolerance. Done. So that's all of the potential injuries, things like that. Any other challenges that you have to your ability to?
Not in particular, no. I mean, not that I can think of right now.
Okay.
If I come across anything, I'll let you know.
Right on. Cool. So tell me about your current fitness regimen. What's it? What are you currently doing?
Okay, so right now, you guys, I am, I've been on the elliptical pretty often. Before it got colder, or cold out, I guess, I was riding my bike and also doing some interval running. But again, with that, even just doing interval running, I'm still getting just that impact pain on my knees right
Where
now.
are you running?
Honestly, like street running. Yeah, not trail running.
There's problem number one.
Problem number one.
So here's my position on street running versus trail running. God, what the hell is that guy's name? There's a super famous running coach up at. He trains guys up in Nike, and I can't remember his name right now because it's just been a day. Technology. But he's a super famous running coach, and training those Nike guys up there, and he doesn't let any of his people run on the street unless it's for a race.
Okay.
And honestly, I think that's good thinking because races do frequently happen on the street.
Yep.
Uh,
I've ran a 5K.
Yeah, totally, and they're super fun, and I think everybody should try that. If you've never done at least a 5K, give it a shot.
That
It's
was
a
my
really-
tagline, you guys, for a long time, is wheelchair to 5K.
That's cool.
So that was, it's what's up. You can do anything. Circumstances don't define you. You define your circumstances.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And 5K is about 3 miles.
Yeah.
3.1 miles.
3.1.
So it's challenging if you've never done it before. Like I said, I couldn't run to the end of the block, when I started. So it's definitely challenging, but you can do it, and I think everybody should give that a shot. However, regardless of how far you're running, you want to try to run on soft-ish ground. So trails, ideally, especially here in Oregon, like you've got no excuse not to be a trail runner here. This is a beautiful place to run. It's amazing. You get up and down beautiful hills. It's nice and soft. It's good for your joints. You get outside in nature. It's good for your soul. You need that shit. You need that shit in your life.
I agree.
But if you can't find a trail or you're just
It's
not...
cold. What if it's cold outside?
It's cold.
Okay, what about indoor tracks? Are indoor tracks any softer?
Sometimes.
okay.
It depends on the track.
Okay.
High school, that's one of the things I was going to say, though. You can
Okay.
go to any high school and run on their track. Like,
Okay.
typically, they're not going to care if you're there as long as they're not using their track or school's maybe not in session.
Maybe if you're not promoting cannabis use as well. But
Well, it doesn't, if you're just there knocking out
Right,
your routine,
right,
it doesn't matter
right.
what the hell you're promoting.
yeah.
But yeah, go run on a trail somewhere. Way better for you. Part of the problem that you're feeling is your body is telling you, this sucks, why are we doing this, right? So stop, especially with you with the knees.
Yeah.
You don't want to beat your knees up any more than you have, in the past with the surgeries and all that sort of stuff. So be really, really conscientious about that. And the only time I want you to run on the street is if you are running a race. That's
Okay.
acceptable.
Okay.
And
I'm training for that
If
race.
you're running away,
Okay.
that's
All right.
okay too, I guess.
Okay.
Running away from somebody. Hang on. Ever worked with a trainer before?
Just physical trainers. When I was really sick and I was rehabbing,
Like PTs?
Yep,
Like a physical therapist?
Yeah, I worked, I started out doing like water physical therapy actually. So I've worked with physical therapists since 2012, 2013.
But not for fitness.
Not for fitness.
Okay. Tell me about, so I was going to say tell me about your nutrition because that's typically something that I would talk to a client about.
Yeah.
However, tell our viewers
Yes.
about your recent nutrition and then we'll talk about what we're doing.
Oh, this was fun. So, okay, you guys, I'm very,
Go like a year.
okay. All right. Well, yeah. So I grew up eating McDonald's, fast food, all that stuff. Had struggled with issues with my weight for forever, and was always a big girl. Junior, senior prom, I was rocking 240, 250 pounds, and just wasn't happy. And then I started, I guess. when I kind of changed and took a really big look at everything and brought the cannabis into my diet, and the fitness into my diet, I also took a look at my nutrition and changed my eating up habits drastically. So a couple years ago, that meant basically eating chicken and vegetables, and I also ate a lot of fruit then, and fruit for breakfast, and then chicken and vegetables for dinner. Usually, that's how it was. And I lost a significant amount of weight that way, and I felt pretty good. I wasn't eating processed foods. I was cooking from home or eating smoothies, and it was helpful for me. But then, when I lost when things were going on with my gym in Colorado, and then there was just emotional things going on, and I've struggled with eating disorders honestly my whole life. It's been something I don't really talk about publicly, but I have a really bad emotional attachment to food. Like I feel like a lot of people do, and we just don't really talk about it. But
totally. How do you not have an emotional attachment to food? It's part of our culture. It's what we do when we want to go out and on a date. I mean, you go out to dinner with someone, right?
It's food. Food is for me, food was always there for me. It always loved me and cared about me and never was mean to me. And it tasted good. And then, as I've learned recently, like that sugar, it's if not more addictive than cocaine. And it's changes your body chemistry. And, I think I struggled, significantly with it. And then just the cravings for shitty food. It's just like, oh my God, man. So yeah, food's a sore subject. And so I was eating really unhealthy, a few months ago, and then I was like, okay, I'm gonna change things up, and I want to feel a little bit better. And so I was researching things about becoming a vegan. And I was like, okay, I think this could be a good thing for me. Let me try this out. And basically with that, it just left me feeling very unsatisfied, starving. I was hungry. I was like obsessing about food constantly in my head because I was never full, and I just wanted to eat some fucking, I just wanted to feel satisfied, basically, and I couldn't ever get there. So I struggled, and then I was in the gym 5 days a week. I was working out. I was not losing any weight because I was eating all these carbs, unfortunately. And so then I was like, just in my mind about okay, I feel like maybe I need to go back to eating meat. And so I've been thinking about it for a few weeks and just really struggling personally with, the things I had learned about animals and the environment and the economy and everything about how you can reduce those impacts by becoming vegan. And so just personally, I was really, really messed up about it. What it comes down to is that I can't spend my entire days fighting with myself and my inner thoughts about food and being so unhappy and working so hard and then not seeing. It's just mentally that's not good, and it wasn't doing anything for me physically. Like I said, I've put on weight, and I'm not feeling the best. So yeah, you guys, I'm now back to eating meat. So it's been 4 or 5 days now, and I feel, oh my God, mentally, my mind is not obsessing about food. So that is exciting, and yeah, good times.
Have you talked to anybody about the eating disorders?
Honestly, I just reached out to some local mental health people to really kind of get a hold on that, because I don't want to live like that anymore. I don't want to have that, those thoughts. It sucks, personally for me. It's not a good thing.
I'm not qualified to help you with eating disorders.
Yeah.
I'm not a psychologist or psychiatrist or anything like that, but I do have personal experience.
Right.
And I have, I have some knowledge about it because of my field. It's a very common thing for people to have eating disorders.
It is.
Especially young ladies.
Right.
And
there's a lot of pressure.
There is a lot of pressure societally, and even in sports. I mean, even in athletes.
Yeah.
It's so common for lady athletes to have eating disorders, that there's a thing called the female athlete triad that we learned about in school.
Oh, wow.
Have you heard of this
No.
before? It's very important, actually, for your nutrition to be, first of all, for you to eat enough. That's numero uno, especially with athletes.
Yeah.
The female athlete triad is basically athletes that are in sports where they need to be small or fast, like gymnasts or dancers or runners or
Yeah,
anything like that,
right.
where you've got to
That
like
pressure.
really, that pressure, or even to look a certain way. It's
Yeah.
also a thing. Bodybuilders and the bikini girls
Yeah.
and shit like that. So because of that pressure, they don't eat enough. And what happens when you don't eat enough as a lady, especially, is your hormones don't work as well as...
Oh, the hormone issue.
You have hormone problems.
Yeah.
Your hair falls out.
We have different issues than men. Right.
Yeah, your hair will fall out. It affects your heart.
Yeah.
You'll start getting hairy.
Yeah.
All kinds of weird stuff will happen to your body. You will lose menses.
Yeah.
As soon as you lose menses, you will start to have... Your body will no longer give you the right stuff to give your bone density. You don't build bone density
Okay.
the way that you're supposed to. Wolff's Law says that for all of the impact that you put on your bones will remodel and rebuild themselves stronger, right? That's one of the reasons that running is good for you, is because it builds denser bone.
Yeah.
Well,
that's really cool, and that
Yeah.
makes me feel more comfortable about running and not so scared. And maybe the pain I'm feeling is just sore pain, and I just need to,
And you need that lymphatic pump from hitting the ground.
Yeah.
too. That's really important.
Yeah. And,
And we'll talk about that.
Yeah.
Another
when we
time
get
as
to
well.
running stuff more.
But
that's cool.
so with the eating thing, like that female athlete triad, I mean, it's a self-perpetuating cycle. We need to be smaller and faster and stronger and so we're going to eat less, and then we'll start having, bone density problems, and they get injured, and then maybe depressed, and, like you break an ankle or something because your bones aren't as dense as they're supposed to, and then you get depressed and put on weight, and I mean, it can really screw up your whole life. So it's really important to make sure that you're not only eating enough, but you're eating the right things. You want nutrient dense foods. And that's one of the reasons that I personally try to kind of stick to I don't say paleo, but I try to stick to nutrient dense foods that are, that are just lots of nutrients, like cruciferous vegetables, broccoli, cauliflower, Brussels sprouts, stuff like that. They're cancer protective.
No. And they taste good.
They taste good. Yeah, they taste delicious.
I mean, I didn't always think that. Like, I've had to retrain my taste, because like I said, growing up eating Burger King, McDonald's, and fast food, that's not something you normally eat, and it's definitely nothing I normally ate growing up. So you just have to retrain your taste buds. But I promise you, it can happen.
Yeah, and as you do more exercise, you do crave different things too.
You do. You start to crave green leafy vegetables, and you're like, wait a second here. This is crazy, but it's true.
Yeah, I didn't eat eggs until I started lifting weight because I couldn't stand the smell of them. And
But then you were like, give me the eggs. My body needs the eggs.
It was weird. I was
Yeah.
sitting with my then partner, and was sitting on the other end of the couch, and she knew I didn't eat eggs. And I was like, can I get a bite of that? And she totally flipped out. And I've eaten them ever since because I think my body was just craving the protein, and eggs are a great source of protein, and they're inexpensive. Get some.
Yes, get some eggs.
Get some eggs.
Yeah, I've been happy eating my eggs, and
Good.
my bacon and chicken.
And you
Hamburger,
should
tuna.
should be happy with your food.
You're right, and you have to have positive feelings associated to it. And I was
Absolutely.
definitely having so much stress and anxiety and the obsessive thoughts. Like, it was, I wanted so badly for it to be a positive experience for me, you guys, but I'm not going to sit here and pretend or say something that's not true. And just unfortunately for me, and I'm not saying it's not going to be a positive experience for you or for, all the other people that it is, just for me and for what my body needs. It's just, it's just not good for me. So.
And so when you loophole yourself into something like that, you're like, I just have to do this, and it's not working, and you can get all that stress about what you eat. There's actually an eating disorder that is called orthorexia. Have you heard of that?
I think we maybe even actually talked about it, but explain again, please.
So orthorexia, I have personally suffered from orthorexia before, and it was when I was really, really still trying to lose a lot of my weight, and I was I had all, societal pressure because I was going to school to become a personal trainer. And so I felt like I needed to look better. And as a personal trainer, I feel like I need to look better. And I'm supposed to have a six pack and all of this stuff. And let me tell you, I don't ever walk around with a six pack still. But, as a personal trainer, like I got so freaked out about my food that I got to the point where I was like, didn't feel like I could comfortably eat anything anymore. Like I spent so much time looking at labels and I spent so much time like researching things and I just got obsessive about it to the point where like it caused me stress every day. I couldn't even figure out what I wanted to eat on a day-to-day basis anymore.
Right.
And that's orthorexia.
It's scary.
It totally is.
It totally messes with your psyche.
And that's part of the reason that I've been telling you dogma wrapped around your food is just super bad. Like because it will give you orthorexia in a bad way.
Oh, fucking
And I was dogmatic about primal. Like I was doing paleo, but I added it in milk products and stuff like that, and that's kind of like called primal typically.
Okay.
And so I was orthorexic about that. Like I wouldn't eat anything that wasn't, in my little bubble.
Yeah.
Because heaven forbid I, just threw myself off course,
Yeah.
So what we've basically been talking about doing, Janessa is going to give this a shot. We're going to try nutritional ketosis.
Yes.
And
I'm excited.
So here's the deal with nutritional ketosis. I'm not a dietitian, so I can't prescribe her anything. I can't tell her things to do that will help deal with your Ehlers-Danlos or anything like that. But I can tell you what I know from reading. I can direct you to books.
Yeah.
I can tell you my personal experience, and I can tell you what my previous clients done.
Okay.
I'm
excited. I know you guys have heard about the keto diet. I know it's kind of like
it's the thing.
It's the thing.
Again.
It's the rage.
Yeah.
Because I feel like because it's satisfying. Like I've kind of haven't been on the diet per se the last few days, but I really honestly I have. I just haven't been super strict. But I mean like eating chicken and cheese and milk and meat and eggs and I'm happy and I'm full for a long time. Mm-hmm. And then I'm not thinking about food for that whole period because I'm what I mean. So
we'll talk about what nutritional ketosis is real quick.
Yeah, what is it?
It's a state that you put your body into intentionally, ideally, so here's the best free advice that you'll probably all ignore. $10 paperback book, The Art and Science of Low Carbohydrate Performance. It's written by Jeff Volek and Stephen Finney. They're both experts in the field. Dr. Jeff Volek is University of Delaware, I think, or University of Connecticut. I can't remember which. But he researches this stuff with athletes specifically. Dr. Stephen Finney is, I believe, in San Francisco. He's with Verta Health. Check out that organization too. They give you lots of really good free information on Facebook and on their website. But basically, they both promote nutritional ketosis, and it is a state where you induce it. It takes a few weeks really for it to start working for you to start feeling it.
Okay.
But what you want to do is eat a high carb and low fat diet.
Get out the carbs.
Shit, man, that was ass backward. I'm sorry. Low carb, high fat, medium protein diet. Kick your carbs.
No carbs.
No, you have carbs.
Very little carbs.
You want to keep your carbs to green leafy vegetables, cruciferous vegetables like broccoli, cauliflower, Brussels sprouts, cabbage. Asparagus is good. Does your pee stink when you eat asparagus?
I am not one of the people that
I am, man. My pee stinks to high heaven. Holy crap. I love asparagus, but oof.
Ooh, I love asparagus too. And it's one of the only vegetables I can get my daughter to eat. So we do eat asparagus here pretty often. That's an important thing.
It is. It's a really good vegetable.
Yeah.
Anyhow, yeah. So that's where your carbs really should be.
Those are the only carbs you really should be getting. No bread. For me, I'm cutting out the fruit for the most part. Maybe some blackberries, strawberries and berries, maybe every now and then.
Strawberries I think are a little iffy because they got a lot of sugar in them.
Yeah.
So you want just low sugar.
Yeah.
And don't be fooled by net carbs either.
Right. So carbs are a form of sugar. So maybe you can explain that a little bit more.
Carbohydrates, regardless of whether they're complex or not, are just sugar. There's a little bit of other nutrients in them. Bread has some other stuff, but it's not an essential nutrient. Your body doesn't
need it.
need it. Like you could go the rest of your life and never touch even those vegetables that we talked about, and you would live. However, if you try to go the rest of your life without protein, you're going to die real fast. If you try to go the rest of your life without fat, you'll die real fast.
Yeah.
If fat's essential because your brain is made of fat, your heart, I mean, all your collagen and stuff like that is all fat based.
Right. I think also with the EDS too, maybe that's why this diet will hopefully maybe help me a little bit better too with just that collagen and,
Well,
could be a good option. We'll see.
Hopefully,
see.
it should help to reduce your overall inflammation in your body, which is a real good thing.
Mm-hmm.
And there's supplements. There's supplements we can take too that'll help all that sort of thing. You can take a collagen supplement.
Yeah.
You can take a fish oil supplement, and that's really really good for inflammation in higher doses. And I can point you towards some resources online that'll really tell you exactly how that works, so that you'll know. And my personal experience, I can relay that to you as well. Basically what you want to try to get, you don't want to go crazy with all kinds of different rules. It's pretty simple.
Is there macros involved? Are there times when you eat involved?
Yeah, I mean, here's the thing: it's going to be different for everybody.
Okay.
And that's why it's important to get a personal trainer, is because it's going to be different for everybody. You can't just go and look at a forum and get the same formula that everyone is using.
Okay.
And have it work for you.
For everybody. Okay.
You always need to tweak it and change it a little bit here and there. But if I was going to generalize, I would say that if you keep your carbohydrates to those cruciferous vegetables, those green leafy vegetables, and like maybe 5% of your overall calories for the day, everything you eat. And then like your fats, 60 to 65%.
Okay.
And then the rest in protein.
Yeah.
That's going to be a really, really good macro for you to be able to induce that nutritional ketosis. And you want to stick to that really rigidly, like no oopsie moments at all.
Yeah.
For, I would say, like a solid 3 or 4 weeks.
Okay.
Okay.
What should I feel like when I'm going through this?
Well,
or what are there things you can expect to feel?
That's a great question. Thank you.
Yeah.
There are a lot of different things that you're going to feel. You might feel a little bit tired, a little more tired than normal. You're gonna maybe your energy won't be quite as high. Sometimes people say they feel keto flu. You might have a little bit of a headache and that sort of thing too. And that's why they say keto flu is low energy, headache, like body just doesn't feel good. That's usually a sign that you're not getting all of the nutrients that you need. Yeah, get some water.
Yeah,
that's a great idea. Actually, I have some coffee here. And it's got water in it.
It's got water in it. Water.
So if you're feeling that keto flu, you want to get a lot of sodium.
Okay.
Because your muscles,
salt.
Salt. Your
that's not going to make me bloated and big. Okay.
No, you need that because you're in nutritional ketosis. Your muscles excrete more salt.
Okay.
So
you're getting rid of
everything
it all
that
the time,
you're doing, you're
more.
getting rid of way more all the time. You're going to be sweating. And your body just needs more to keep that keto process going.
Okay.
Otherwise, you are going to feel crappy. Your energy is going to be low. Even when you're adapted, like after that 3-week period that we talked about, you need that salt because otherwise you're just not going to be right.
Yeah.
I actually supplement, like I'll, if I'm really working hard in the gym or something like that, I will take an electrolyte supplement to make sure that my electrolyte balance is really good.
Okay.
That's something you want to think about.
And I think you also mentioned like chicken broth.
You can bouillon cubes is one of the things that book mentions.
Okay.
That book that I'm always referring to, The Art and Science of Low Carbohydrate Performance. It's excellent. Check it out. That book says bouillon cubes are a good way to go. If you look online, you'll see people drinking Sole water, Sole, and it's like just salt water with like that pink Himalayan sea salt. They're just putting that in their water, and it's a waste of money, and it's gross.
Yeah.
So go with bouillon. It's a good way to go.
Yeah. Sounds like a good option to me. I like chicken broth.
Or you can just you can literally go to like REI or someplace like that, or order it online. You can get an electrolyte supplement that's like super low carb too.
Oh, okay, cool.
And so that's another good way to go.
Gotcha.
Gatorade, stuff like that, maybe not so much because there's just so much weird, goofy shit in it. And a lot of it has, and it's got, fake sugar, and you don't really want to stick to a lot of fake sugar. You want to try to avoid that crap for the most part.
Yes.
Try to keep your food really simple. Try to get to the point where you can appreciate umami, like that savory taste.
Yeah.
If you can make that your new sweet, you'll be like so happy in keto.
I like, last night I made like a tuna bake, and I just put tuna, salt, pepper, and cheese together, and I was just like, this is fucking delicious, and it's easy, and throw it in the oven, and it's fucking, I'm happy, full, satisfied, and not thinking about food.
And that's one of the good things about keto is protein and fat are both very satiating. Like you eat them and you stay full for a long time. And if you're mixing in fiber, like you need a lot of fiber too in your diet. Yeah. And that's why those green cruciferous vegetables, those are all super fibrous too. So if you're getting lots of those, and you might want a fiber supplement too.
Okay.
There's a real good one that I use and I recommend to all of my clients, and it's Optimum Nutrition is the name of the brand. I would love if they would ever sponsor me for anything. I'd be so stoked because that shit's awesome. I use it for most of my stuff. Cool. Optimum Nutrition Fitness Fiber is what it's called, and it comes in a little tub like this, about like yay big and that big around, and it's enough to last you like a solid month easily, and it's about $7 for that tub. And you want like what they say on the thing is it's like 7 grams per serving, I think. Like 2 of those should be good. Okay. And that is going to help to keep you satiated as well. Fiber is another thing that's really, really satiating. It also draws moisture into your guts, so it helps your gut microbiome, all of that stuff that's going on in there. There's more and more research that says that that's related to your health and your energy and your mood and all kinds of other stuff too. Yeah. So we want to make sure that that's really healthy, and so that fiber is a good way to help keep that healthy, along with probiotics. Those are another good thing to add. Yeah. I need to put that here on your supplement list. Probiotics. So, a
lot of, and I do some research, but some things I've been finding out and reading about is just your stomach is really your second brain of your body and really controls so much of how you feel. And like your gut biome and microbiome is just really important.
We're learning a lot more about it. Yeah. And it does seem to be tied to mood and wellness and stuff like that.
It does. Really big with mood too. And just how even with like anxiety, mental depression, it's crazy.
Do you notice how crappy you feel when you go eat McDonald's or something like that?
I mean, like, the difference between, any sort of fast food and then, like, eating some real whole chicken food. Yeah, it's nice.
Do you eat sushi?
I don't eat sushi. I have a weird
the fish thing, that's
textures.
Right. We're going to have to work on that. Because sushi, man, if I go and eat sushi, especially if I'm doing, like, a refeed. Yeah. And I'll let myself eat a little bit of rice, too. Yeah. If I go and eat sushi, I feel high. So cool. It's like smoking like some not heady shit, but it's like smoking some really, really good CBD or something. Like I feel like this amazing
this clarity and like this ascending
white light shooting up from the top of my head into the heavens.
That's funny.
Yeah, it's amazing. I love sushi. Yeah. But yeah, it's good stuff. But yeah, the nutritional ketosis diet is really good for fat loss because it does keep you really, really satiated. And one trick that is another thing that people are doing a lot right now is called intermittent fasting.
Yeah, I'm seeing a lot about that.
Well, yeah, and it works really, really well if you're in ketosis because you're going to kind of just want to fast in keto because there will come a point where you're going to wake up in the morning. And so let me tell you some of the more of those things you can expect. Okay. You might wake up one day and have just like energy through the roof. And it might get to the point where you have a hard time sleeping at night.
Oh,
That's actually pretty common.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
When you're first getting into keto especially, you might have some insomnia.
Okay. That stinks because I have insomnia normally anyways.
I do too. But it'll even out. Yeah. It will even out. And you can also lift at night or something like that and really wear yourself out.
That's why I had been running at night, but I can be lifting now too. So I'm down with that all day for sure. Yeah. I like to wear myself out before sleeping. I like to sleep I like to go to bed at 9 and wake up at 4 and work out in the morning.
Holy shit!
I used to do that every day, you guys,
and I was so
gangster. It was so nice. I could get all my shit done in the morning, and then by noon, I was like scot free for the rest of the day. I'm trying hard.
That's how you're successful. Two Two
This
people
is-
watching, that's how you're successful.
I know, and I'm getting back to that. You guys are gonna be seeing me live stream fucking early as fuck. I swear, I'm gonna get back into that shit because I know that was when I was happiest, healthiest,
Get it.
eating the best,
Get
and
it,
doing
girl.
the best for myself.
Get it, girl.
I'll get there.
So, yeah, you'll have high energy probably. That's going to take 4 weeks or so.
Okay, all right.
I've
got pretty high
You
energy
might. So
already.
some people get a really weird taste in their mouth, or
Okay.
they smell a little funny, or their breath smells a little funny, like
Okay.
acetone. You know what
Okay,
acetone, like
yeah.
nail polish remover.
Yeah.
You might get a little of that.
Okay.
It's pretty
Crazy.
pretty common.
Ooh.
Your pee might smell funny.
Okay.
Sweet or acetone.
Okay.
Your breath might be sweet
Because
too.
this ketone, this.
'Cause of the
this
ketones, yeah.
Okay. Okay.
So basically what happens with the nutritional ketosis is your body isn't getting the carbohydrates that it's used to running on anymore. You also have glycogen in your muscles, and that's the muscle storage form of carbohydrate. So when people say that they start a new diet, so here's the thing, like if you guys want to lose 10 pounds right now, I can make you lose 10 pounds the next week. Easy, no fucking problem.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
You know,
Water
people
weight.
say it's water weight.
Yeah, no.
So here's the deal, it's glycogen.
Okay.
Glycogen is that carbohydrate storage in your muscles.
Okay.
It attracts water.
Okay.
So when they're saying water weight, we're really saying glycogen with all of the water that's around it,
Okay.
that's pulled into it.
Okay.
Right. And that's about 7 to 8 pounds worth of stuff,
Okay.
typically.
Oh wow.
When you're in nutritional ketosis, you use less glycogen, you also make less glycogen. So you're going to have less weight there.
Water weight.
Just from the get-go. You're
Yeah.
going to walk around with less.
Yeah.
Woohoo! Yeah.
Oof.
But because you don't have that carbohydrate storage in your so what you're gonna want to do is work real fucking hard for like the next 3 weeks and just exhaust yourself, and it's
Yeah.
gonna be hard.
Yeah.
Mentally,
Cool.
mostly, right? So
Yeah.
you can push through that shit
Yep.
because you got out of a
I'm
fucking wheelchair. I mean,
I'm just saying,
dog.
I'm just pretty tough,
Yeah. Yeah. So
um,
you're gonna want to work really, really hard for the next 3 weeks
Cool.
and just sweat your ass off and
Cool.
be on point with your diet.
Cool.
And there are a few people that do all of those things and keto doesn't work.
Yeah.
Like
yeah.
they don't feel good.
I hear you.
They
Okay.
can't
Yeah.
eat that way.
I'm not gonna have unreal expectations. Okay. I'm not, but I'm still gonna work my ass
But you
off
gotta talk to me.
in hopes
You
and
gotta
yes,
tell me how
I'll be
things are going, how
communicating.
you feel.
Yep.
I'm gonna communicate with you a
Yep.
lot too. And if I ask you how's your food going, and you're like, oh, I don't feel good.
Yeah.
We're gonna try something else.
Yeah. Yeah.
But if we're a month in
Yeah.
and you're doing all of these things and you're working really, really hard, I expect.
Yeah.
I assume that what will happen is this is going to work for
Yeah.
you.
Well,
And
in
you're
the
gonna feel
last like four days that I have been basically eating keto, we haven't had this consultation, so I just have basically known like the things that, I've done a little bit of research on myself. But I'm, and I was like, okay, no, low carb and meat and high fat. So that's what I've been doing. And I've lost a pound and I feel better. And I mean, I don't have those unreal expectations, but I hadn't had any weight loss. In fact, I had gained weight being on the vegan diet. So just feeling that positivity, I mean, like that's encouraging too, and I'm feeling good about it,
Good.
But I'm not having unreal expectations, and I promise I'll definitely stay in communication.
Good.
I'll be sharing my macros with everybody,
Awesome.
And just keep me in check. I need you to keep me in check.
Totally, that's what I'm here for.
I love it.
As your trainer,
I
will
love
keep
it.
your ass in check. So yeah, we're gonna get that going, and that'll make sure that you get enough protein for all of the muscle that we're gonna be trying to put on you.
Yeah.
Right, you need a lot of protein.
Yeah.
And that will also. We're gonna talk about intermittent fasting. So basically, what's gonna happen is you're gonna wake up, your energy level is gonna be really good, and you're probably not gonna be hungry.
Yeah.
A lot. Right?
I honestly haven't eaten today.
Well.
I don't wake up, I drink my water, and I kind of, I've been pushing that.
So you're already fasting.
Yes, I am.
So when intermittent fasting is basically saying there's a period of time throughout the day that you don't eat. There's a great big window that you don't eat. And typically the way people do it is 16/8. That
Okay.
means that there's a 16-hour window without food. And you got to count the time you're sleeping.
Yeah,
Right?
right.
So whenever you stop
Free
eating,
time.
whenever you stop eating at night,
Yeah.
what time do you stop eating at night?
God, when I was eating vegan, you guys, I was having late night fucking eating, and that was one of my issues
Ooh, it's
because I
tricky.
was so hungry all the
Tricky.
time. wasn't satisfied, and so yeah. But now, you know, if I eat dinner, I'm not snacking. So I'm
Good.
yeah, I would say
So last night,
yeah, like 7:30.
7:30.
Yeah,
So 7:30 p.m. And what time did you wake up today?
I woke up at 7:30.
So there's 12 hours right
Yeah.
there without a bite,
Yeah.
right? Have
Right.
you had any
No.
anything other than
No,
water?
not even coffee, no tea, nothing.
Well, you could do black coffee or tea and stuff like that
Yeah.
if you want.
Oh, okay. You still can in that with
Black coffee is great.
Can you do it with any like half and half or anything or in the or no?
So here's the deal. If
Yeah.
you're strict, if you're going to be orthorexic about
Yeah.
all your shit and
Yeah.
not a little bit chill, for intermittent fasting, you would go 16 hours
No.
with no half and half.
Yeah.
I drink half and half in the morning when I wake up.
Okay.
Sometimes though, I'll go without any food, like until like 3 or 4 o'clock.
Yeah.
You know, because I'm just not super hungry.
Yeah.
Even right now, like even when
I'm not starving.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
You know, I ate all that tuna and cheese last night, and I was
So
really
you're 12
happy.
hours right now
Yeah.
with nothing but water.
Yeah, at
So-
7:30 or right now.
Yeah, at right now, which is 11:30. So that's another 4 hours.
Yeah.
So you could eat right now if you wanted to, and be
Okay.
within the bounds of
In your ketosis or in
within the
sorry.
bounds of an intermittent
Intermittent
fasting
fasting.
16/8 protocol.
Cool.
Like you could probably eat real soon,
Yeah.
and all of your calories for the day in the next 8 hours
Okay.
is how you would want to do it.
Okay. And how many calories a day am I shooting for?
Well, that's going to depend. One of the things that I dropped the ball on today was I meant to bring my skinfold measurement calipers, and I was going to do a skinfold.
Well,
thing.
we're going to be kind of redoing this segment, I think, again.
Yeah.
So don't worry, you guys. If you guys want to see him measure my skin fat, which is going to be so exciting, we'll probably do that next time. But I'm just going to be this thing. I'm just going to be really transparent with everybody because we're all on a journey, and it's just I think why not, right?
Absolutely, yeah. And transparency, I mean, I want to make sure. That's one of my goals. My personal goals as a personal trainer is to, like, give people clarity. Like, there's so much bullshit out there in the fitness industry.
Yeah.
And I want to be super transparent.
Yeah.
And, life happens. Like, I'm not in keto right now because I fucked up, like, a month ago.
Yeah.
And I
Because
had...
life happens.
Well,
There's things
yeah,
that
I mean,
go on,
I'll
and we
be
understand that.
transparent because all of my people that I train,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
I was in a 15-year long relationship and it went south, and I found out that there was no hope,
Yeah.
like a month ago, and
Yeah.
so I got
That
drunk.
emotional
I got
connection
drunk
to food.
one day. So here's another thing about nutritional ketosis: you got to be careful how much you drink.
Okay.
Because
then
it will
you make
hit
bad
you
decisions.
way harder.
Yeah.
No, it hits you way harder.
Oh, it does.
Yeah, I give myself
Huh.
a limit when I'm going out in
Yeah,
keto. I
yeah.
only drink whiskey because
Tequila,
well,
for me.
tequila's okay
Yeah.
because there's not a lot of calories or
That's
carbs
what I
in it.
drink.
Right.
Lots.
So, but however, you got to give yourself a very clear
Very little
boundary.
bit. Yeah.
Yeah, because I have 3 shots and I'm done.
Mm-hmm.
Because in nutritional ketosis, I have 3 shots of whiskey and I feel it.
Yeah.
I have 3 shots of whiskey when I'm eating carbs all the time, and I don't feel that shit.
Yeah.
I could have 3 shots in a half an hour and be like, okay, whatever.
Oh, that's
okay.
crazy.
I
Yeah.
can drink some whiskey.
Yeah.
But in keto, 3 shots, and I have a buzz sometimes to
Yeah.
the point where I wait an hour before I drive.
Yeah.
You want to be very, very conscientious. And the reason that it's 3 is not only because I have that buzz, but usually when I have a buzz, I have less inhibition. And so I'll eat worse shit.
Yeah, I think you make poor decisions.
You totally make poor decisions.
Yeah.
And my poor decision, if I get drunk, is pizza.
Oh.
But a month ago, my poor decision was I just had more than 3 and didn't stop, and then I called a friend and I went to my friend's house and she just like brought me something, and I think it was probably pizza too. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know what the hell it was, but I was crying and eating, and that's never like a good thing to do. I'm
Right.
sure you've
Yeah.
been in that
Crying and
position.
eating is never a
If
good
you're
thing.
crying, don't eat.
Don't eat.
Just
Go
stop.
for a run.
Go for a run.
Yeah, that's what you should do.
Come
you
back.
should go for a
stop
run.
crying
Ugh.
and then eat.
So we say this from experience, not because
I experienced it a month
both
ago.
both ways.
And
too.
I'm not in keto
Yeah.
anymore.
Yeah, I
So-
know. So and then
anyhow.
it kicks you. So then you're off, and then how long will it take to kind of
It depends on how gnarly you are about it. Like I've been out and off the rails.
Yeah.
For a month. Like
Yeah.
I ate ice cream.
Yeah.
I've been basically. I was like, there's a couple things that I've really wanted to eat for a while, and since I've already kind of fucking
Gone off, yeah.
and that's not really good thinking.
I
That's
know.
fat thinking.
I know it is.
But at the same time, like I
Yeah.
am in it. I'm gonna be healing from this for a long time, and I've
Yeah.
given myself a little bit of a break. Just because from experience, I know that I need to do this.
Yeah.
Like I know how my body is, and I'm being not dogmatic
Yo.
or orthorexic. I'm
Yeah.
being super chill about it.
Yeah, I was there, and then it got to a spiral, and then I tried to fix it with the vegan thing, and then it was just
And there's
that
no
was
quick
that was
fix.
my thing.
There's no quick fix.
There isn't a quick fix. It's
And-
dedication.
And and honestly, like maybe the vegan thing will work for you in the future.
It
If
could.
that's ethically something that you want to continue to pursue, like I can refer you out.
Yeah.
But for now, like I want you to feel a little happier. with
Yeah,
your food.
I think right now emotionally, I just need to have that better connection.
And like I said, if the nutritional ketosis doesn't work, like I have a plan for you. And
Yeah.
the next thing we're going to try is called IIFYM, if it fits your macros, or flexible
Yeah.
dieting.
Okay.
And what that does is it gives you a macro range. So macros are macronutrients is what we're referring to, and that's protein, carbs, fats. And I also give people fiber as a macro that they want to follow. And the reason for that is because fiber is really, really super important. You're going to want to like 35 to 45 grams basically of
Okay.
fiber in your diet every day, which is really hard to get.
Yeah.
And that's part of the reason the supplement might be
Super
important.
important.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm going to give her a macro based on her body fat
Okay.
percentage, which we will find by skinfold calipers, hopefully the next time we stream. And then we're going to talk about how much activity you're going to do, how much cardio, how much lifting.
I can't wait, and so I'm gonna have like just a strict plan,
Mm-hmm.
and then I
will
can
write
attack
you
that.
a plan.
I can't wait. Like that's when I'm the best. So it's great. I'm when I've worked with my personal trainers and I have somebody to keep me accountable, because I don't want to let you down. And I don't want to let myself down, but
For
like
sure.
I like working with somebody and having that camaraderie and like talking about it, and like you have the expertise, and I value your opinion greatly. I'm really excited for it. So
Thank you.
this is gonna be awesome.
It's going to be super awesome. I'm
Super
stoked
cool.
about it.
Fun
So let's go ahead. How about we go ahead and stop the stream that we've got going
Okay.
now for just a minute, and
Okay.
if you want to fiddle around, come back. So thanks very much for watching.
Thank you guys for hanging out with us.
Yeah,
We're
go ahead
gonna-
and tune in to FitCannabisGirl on Twitch.tv and Better, Stronger, Faster Mike on Twitch.tv.
Yes, we're going to be doing some better streaming here and kind of figure this out. We have we tried today with the Twitch.
It's a
and
beta.
It's but I appreciate you guys hanging out with us on YouTube, because this is super awesome. So
Hey, YouTube came through on my phone.
yeah, this
Twitch,
is
I couldn't get it to work on my damn laptop.
yeah, or
So,
me.
there's a learning curve.
It's
We're
a
gonna
little learning curve, but we got it.
we're gonna get it.
We got it. I ain't worried. It'll be good.
Thanks YouTube for
So-
being super user friendly.
Yeah, you guys, I appreciate you. I hope you all have a great day. Bye.
And we'll see you. We're gonna start another stream here in just a little while. Probably about a half an hour. Does that sound good to you?
Sure. So
Your workout.
okay. All right. Yeah. Well. Yeah. We can do that.
All right.
Okay.
About a half an hour. Tune in at 12. Tune in at 12:15 for the next stream, and we're gonna start her exercising.
Woohoo.
Thanks. Bye. How do you stop this? I'm just gonna.
I think you have to do that, and then we'll see.
Yes, I want to stop streaming. Oh.